Leo, thank you so very much for asking me to comment on your first 5 years of incredible success. I'm Larry May, and I live in Palm City, Florida, shortly. And my wife and I first met you in May of 2011, I think. I couldn't wait to go spearing with you. I was going to spear. Carolyn was going to follow on the surface. There was another fella named Paul who had been with you before, and there were just going to be the four of us going out with Danny, the captain, and I just couldn't wait. And we've been going out with you probably 2 to 3 times a year ever since. And now you want something about funny or whatever. Well, one of the first things that I remembered was that fishermen traditionally, for a lot of wacky reasons, don't allow bananas on their boat. And you chose to specifically fly in the face of this superstition and always have bananas on your boat. Pretty much saying that you didn't believe in those superstitions and that bananas or not, you are going to get fish. Well, I think anybody that's been with you and anybody that goes to your website knows that you pretty much shot the banana theory down, because you take people from expert to rank amateur and you get fish, bananas or not. And I personally have been with you, gotten fish, and eaten bananas myself. So, wow, best spearfishing memory with Leo. I wish I could say it was this fabulous stalking of this monster fish that we had, but it really wasn't. It was much more subtle than that, and it was the very first time we ever went out. And I've never told you about this, Leo, but you and I were in Cozumel. We were on the very last location of the day. It's a deep location, 50 to 100 feet deep, 2 or to 3 different current locations. I went down to the first current location, about 35, 38 feet. Felt wonderful, flying along, stretched out, hoping that the game fish were going to swim into the current and I'd get a good fish. Feeling really confident in my ability. And then out of the lower left-hand corner of my eye, I saw you, Leo. I don't know how deep you were. I'm thinking 90 to 95, 98 feet. In another current, parallel with me, flying along, and you were about this big. And I thought to myself, here I am, feeling like I'm on top of the world, and I looked down at someone who's a true master at this, and I realized my own personal shortcomings as a free diver and a spear fisherman, and I took it as an inspiration. And it has been, and still is today, an inspiration to me to be a better, safer, deeper spear fisherman. And I never told you about it, but it was just one of those moments when I looked down, thinking I was on top of the world, and realizing how deficient I was in this sport that I was growing to love. And you've been the inspiration. I've gotten certified first level, and I'm going to go second level, because being better is being safer, and you get better fish. Now, I know you want us to comment on where are you going to be in 2018. I predict nothing but continued success, continued expansion. What did I write here? Wow. And of course, resulting in thousands more people associated with you, exposed to spearfishing, and calling you friend. But most importantly in 2018, I hope that you are having to deal with me and Carolyn on a much more regular basis, spearfishing, because that's where we want to be with you and Mrs. Leo as often as we can, out having fun, doing what we like to do with people that we enjoy being with. And now, point 5 was to say anything you want to say. And I really could have skipped the first 4 points, because this to me is what it really is all about. I want to take this moment and just show you the back of my shirt.
Got it.
I know it says spearfishingtoday.com. Much more than a tourist activity, I assure you. Leo came to Cozumel to escape Holland, to come to a much more relaxed life and a much warmer life. Leo had no TV, had no car, had a lot of books, did a lot of reading. Apparently was involved with a lovely young lady who has since become Mrs. Leo. He had never even been snorkeling. Went out, got seasick, speared some fish, and was hooked. And from that experience, the good and the bad, was born spearfishingtoday.com. And I'm going to look at my notes here. I mean, you look at Leo, he's a philosopher, he's a businessman, he's a humanitarian. Get him to tell you about his association with the children and diving for a cause. He's part DJ. That's a whole nother story. He's obviously a marketer, a video master. I mean, his website went from minuscule to uber professional. Most importantly, though, Leo is the kind of person who is so engaging that he takes anyone from a rank amateur tourist off of the cruise ship to a seasoned pro and makes them all feel equally important. And everyone that meets you, Leo, is happy, proud, and most importantly, eager to call you their friend. Carolyn and I count ourselves blessed and happy to be among the thousands worldwide that call you our friend. We wish you and Anibal and Diego and Nico and Rodrigo and Manuel and Danny much continued success. Dankjewel. Hasta luego, mi amigo.